Hey guys, welcome back to World Series of Poker Battle for the Bracelets. This is our Wednesday cash game. We've been invited to a $1,000 cash game at Harrah's by Cindy Violet. So let's go.
Harrah's is known for its variety of comedy shows, but today the focus is no laughing matter.
It's so unfair, Lon. Harrah's is younger than I am, better looking, and has funnier comedians. But today's players are looking for the last laugh at the cash game poker table.
I bet they are. So cash is a little bit different here. You play a much wider range of hands, and yeah, you do crazier things. Like, what was it? Limp Fest? No, we're not gonna Limp Fest this bitch. No way. Nope. I hit middle pair. I'm just gonna jam this fucking pot, man. Just gonna jam it. Yep. Okay. Sounds good to me. That's how you win in a cash game, man. You play like you have to like play in a totally different gear. You just have to like straight up play amazingly different. What do we got here? Queen 8? Nope. There are some hands that you just don't play, so don't misclick now. I've got this little dinky suited connector here. I like hands like this, so I'm probably going to call a raise here. It's a small raise, so I'm going to give it a shot. I like hands like this. When they hit the flop, they're really good. If they miss, they're very easy to throw away. So I'm happy with just saying fold here. I'm alright with that. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm glad that spade missed, because I would have been really upset if that would have hit. This is another cash gamey kind of hand. Ace suited. Ace suited is pretty good when you're playing cash. In tournaments, you really don't want to be playing hands like this. In cash, you're looking to make hands like flushes and straights and crap like that. Ugh, this flop has actually come up like really good and really bad at the same time. I've made myself an open-ender, but at the same time, there's 3 clubs out there. This is a really dirty board for a cash game. Players will be playing hands like, you know, like I played the last hand, the 2-3 suited, or, you know, 6-7 suited, or 6-8 suited, or something along that. I'm not saying that this guy flopped the straight flush, but this is a sort of flop that makes cash games really, really lucrative. Like, you'll see flops like this, where players will, like, flop a set, and then you're playing against somebody who played, like, 2-3 clubs or something like that, you know, like my last hand, and will flop the flush, like, you know, open-ended straight flush draw, and then you're racing for your entire pot. Or I'm sorry, let's move on here. No reason for me to be sitting here talking about it, but people will be racing off, you know, 50-50 for their whole stack, because, you know, it's, you know, flopped flush versus set, and the set has no reason not to play there. I mean, the worst you are up against the flush is, I think it's like a 40-60. So 4 out of 10 times you need to be right to make money off of hands like that. So, yeah, you're definitely going to be, if you have a set in a hand like that, you're definitely going to be calling off your chips, because all you have to do is pair the board once in 2 cards, and you've made your money. So, if I flop a set in something like that, I'm definitely calling off my money, you know. It's very, very close to even money. Close enough that I would say that it's worth investing. Because most of the time, you know, you're going to be getting into like a really big pot, and that's what you're looking to do when you're playing, you know, cash. You're looking to play one small pot per hour, or one small pot. I'm sorry. You're looking to play one big pot per hour. I'm a little too early in position for this hand that it's not suited. Makes a big difference. In cash games, if this was suited, I'd probably play. But because I'm not suited, I'm not going to play it. Better aces are going to be out there somewhere. In tournament, I would never even consider playing this hand unless it's like stupidly good odds. So, big difference in the way that you play cash game hands to the way that you play tournament. I think I've said that about 6 times now, so I think you guys have gotten the idea that, you know, hand range is totally different. Alright, I'm in the big blind. I've got Queen 10. Queen 10 is one of these cash game favorite hands, and it's only been raised double the blind, so I'm definitely going to be playing this. Unlike tournaments where, like, if a player's all in, you're not going to bet just you're trying to get the players out. Your money is in this pot, so you're going to be betting hands like this. You're going to be continue to bet. Players being all in is completely irrelevant. In a normal cash game, if a player runs out of chips, they could just buy back in. Unlike tournament, where like if you lose all of your chips, you're forced to leave the table. I am open-ended here, so there's a raise and a re-raise, but I think I'm still going to give it one call. I'm going to peel off one card. Hope she doesn't re-raise. Oh, shit. They're going to have a fucking pissing war over here. I'm probably getting myself involved in something I really shouldn't be getting myself involved in. This is a bad call, but it's 150 to win 1100, and if I hit my card on the turn, if it's like an 8 of clubs, I'm going to be super happy. I need it not to be a spade. Oh, God, that's about as bad as it could be. Yeah, this card came terrible. One of these two are floating with a set. There's no way that there's any other thing here. One of them flopped a set. No, they're ace-jacks. Wow. They're trying to bet each other off of an ace. Or bet each other off a top pair. I don't even remember what the river came. I wasn't even paying attention. I just know that I parted with a lot of my money there. Oh well. Alright, this is another one of those decent, like playing in a cash game, 9/8. Got connectors. Good for making straights. That's what you are trying to get heads up too. Yeah, this flop basically came as bad as it possibly could have for me, so it's just really not worth doing anything other than just throw my hand away. Unfortunately, another connector. Let's come in for a raise because I'm first into the pot. Marcel Lusk, Flying Dutchman. So I got one call, and this flop is horrific. I need a jack to make anything happen. I'm going to hope Marcel checks. No. Let's give it one call. I hit my jack and I'm money. I've also made a flush draw here now, too. Let's, no, you know what? Let's check and make him bet to me. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a call. I need a jack or a heart to make profit here. Neither came. Wow. I airballed everything here. Well, we could do one of two things here. We could just check and concede the pot, just give up. But he called a raise, and I don't think he's got anything he's gonna fold. So at this point, there's just at this point, yeah, I'm just gonna check and concede because it's just there's no winning this. Yeah, he's just gonna shove anyway. There was no getting around that, unfortunately. I run the big blind, getting 7-1 on my money, so might as well call off a little bit more. Hope to hit something. Man, I've been super flop light so far. Just been not really making much of anything out of anything here. A 10 would be really nice here. An 8, yeah, that gives me a gut shot again. Been playing gut shots this whole thing. How about a 10 to make the guy happy, huh? That's not the 10 of diamonds. Nope, I have made nothing. I'm 4 to a straight, 4 to a flush. There's no way Queen High is good here. Zero chance Queen High is good. Somebody's going to probably win this with Ace High, or pair of threes or something. Yeah, Ace High. That's what I figured. Yup. When you just don't make a hand, you just don't make a hand, you know? Alright, so I've only got 285 left. I've got less than 10 big blinds at a cash table. I got a hand like this. I'm actually going to consider putting all of my chips in the middle. Two reasons. One, I have a suited ace, so you know that's decent at a cash game table. Two, I'm actually really trying to not have to play this hand. I really want to try to steal the money that's in the pot already, just to make myself a little bit stronger, you know, cash wise. But I'm probably gonna get called by one of these two jokers over here. Yeah, I'll probably get called by both of them. Oh, but this flop is actually really good for me. I could use a king or a club here. There's... So... I won. Okay, let me just make sure that I'm reading it right. I have an ace high straight. He has a king high, or a king high straight, right? Okay. I saw the king and I was like, wait a minute, does that give him... No. Oh, no! He actually flopped the king high straight. Wow, that's actually pretty unfortunate for him to hit a king. But yeah, back in the money. I actually can compete again. It's kind of nice. You see, that's kind of stuff that happens. You know, you might get called off twice and hit a straight and making money again, right? So that's why you do certain things in cash games. I got Queen 10 at the hijack, so. The hijack is two positions before the button. The button here, the cutoff, and the hijack is one behind the button, or two behind the button. I'm like, again, I'm throwing poker terms at you guys, and you might not know, so I'm just going to be explaining what that is. Also, I say under the gun sometimes, and that means it's the first person after the big blind. So it's under the gun +1, under the gun +2, and because there's nobody else here, the hijack is right there. Hold on, look at it. You got it at this place. I did not hit my card. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to relinquish. I could have used that to be. If that was a diamond, I'd probably call. With a flush draw and a straight draw, I'd probably call that off. But without a flush draw to go along with it, yeah, nope. But yeah, it was cut off, dealer, and then, you know, got the blinds, whatever. Oh, my favorite hand, Jack 9. I'm going to definitely call. Jack 9's my favorite hand. The most money I've ever made playing poker was with this hand right here. Not this particular hand, but Jack 9 of spades. But, yeah, see? Yeah, I made top pair. Yeah, but I'm definitely going to raise a little bit here. I've made top pair, so I'm going to make it 200 to go. Let's bet 200. Yep. You don't beat me when I have my Jack 9. Even my Xbox handle is Jack 9 of spades. The J9 of spades, but nobody ever... It's supposed to be Jack 9 of spades, but you know, nobody ever calls it that. It's always J9, whatever. Close enough. But yeah, the most money I've ever won in poker of all time was with that hand. So it holds a little bit of value to me, you know. I flopped top pair with a really good kicker and a backdoor flush draw. So I'm definitely going to bet into this pot. I'm going to, you know, it's a 195, so I'm going to bet about 3/4 pot, which is $1.50. And see where we go from here. Yep, everybody folds, and I take down the pot. So yeah, hey, I'm back up above my my starting stack after all this time. A king queen suited, so we played the last one. Why the hell wouldn't I play this one, right? Only makes sense. Another one of these pretty decent hands to have at a cash game. Wow, raise and take it. How about that? I got the bit of respect. This is another, like, I want to play this hand at this table. Queen Jack is one of those straight makers. So let's try to do just that. There's a raise and a re-raise from the small blind. Oh well, let's put my newfound chips to work. I'm still above my stake, my starting amount. This is a very textured board. We got 2 hearts. We have Jack 9. So there's like all of like the Joker hands, like Jack 10 and Queen King and stuff like that, or like Queen 10. They've all got draws. Usually when I'm holding a hand like this, I want to try to end the pot super early. And I want to just kind of try to buy it here. So I really want to make this like 250 to go. Because I really don't want to play any more of this pot. I hope he didn't just get like a check raise me. No, he's just going to check call. That was a very bad card. That was a super, super bad card. The ace comes off. In a normal cash game, if you check here, you make it very obvious that you are scared of the ace. But, you know, we're playing a computer game, so they're not going to be all that observant of it. Another super bad card. Yeah, this is exactly what I was hoping wasn't going to happen. That was just like an absolutely super terrible card here. I mean, it makes straights, it makes flushes. It just is just so bad for my hand. And at this point, I can't even justify calling. He probably has a hand like Jack 10 or something like that. I almost want to save state just to see what he has, just so I can try to prove my point. He probably has Jack 10. You know what? Hold on. Let me save state. And I'm going to call just to see. I think he has Jack 10. Oh, he's got aces. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I wouldn't. You heard I wasn't calling here, but he has aces. So, you know, I was getting unlucky. He was checking, so I would bet. Playing like a pro, you know, like Jason Ingram is. Yeah, pros at the table: Cindy Violet, Gavin Smith, Scotty Wynn, Marcel Lusk, Annie Duke, and Jason Ingram. So this table had a lot of pros on it. What do we have here? 410. We got some suited cards. Absolutely gonna call. That was a bad flop. that was a terrible flop, and I should feel bad for even calling to begin with. Yeah, we're folding that. We're at the cutoff with ace-6. This isn't too bad. There hasn't been a raise, and I'm hoping it stays that way. Hope that Gavin doesn't play like himself. Scotty Wynn checks it up. Yeah. These are hands that you like to just try to limp in with, see if you can hit an ace, or, you know, make 2 pair. But, yeah, this has definitely turned out to be a pretty bad hand, so just not worth calling. Let Gavin have his money. See what I got here. Yep, we're folding. Uh-oh, looky what I got. I got my favorite hand. I hit with this like an unbelievable amount. I hit with this hand. I don't always have the best hand, but I just like always seem to hit something. Like, for example, I just always seem to hit something. And when I hit, man, so I flopped top pair and a gut shot straight draw. This is like, if there's ever a time to bet, this is the time. So we're just gonna make it a cool 100 to go. Yep, and I win. But yeah, I don't know. I have like a certain magic with that hand. I can't even explain it. Definitely gonna raise this hand. We got pocket 10s. So we're definitely gonna set mine with these things. Oh, or I'm just gonna win the blinds. That too. And we're not playing this at all. Alright, we got ourselves some pocket 10s. It's been a couple hands since we've seen anything, so... yeah. One call. Ooh, we've hit the dream hand. We've hit 3 10s. We're really happy with this flop. I'm actually going to put in a small raise, probably like to 150. Oh, the dream turn, too. Came off a really good card for us. I'm probably going to bet like 200 just because I want to try to get a call. 200 is a really good value for what's in the pot right now. Aw, man. Oh, well. But hey, we made some money in that hand. That's the very least. We, came away with a good profit in that hand. Yeah. What the hell? We just won a hand. Doyle Brunson, one of the greatest poker players of all time, says whenever you win a pot and it's a big one, you should play the next hand no matter what it is. Start building a rush. And a rush in poker is you start winning hands. You just start winning and winning and winning and winning and winning and winning, and nothing anybody can do can stop you. So it's like you got luck on your side, so you want to try to build up that luck and, give the illusion that the cards are starting to just love you and whatever. I mean, it's total bullshit. It's just, the cards care less. You are a poker player at a table. The cards could care less who the fuck you are. They are not sentient. They don't move around the deck. They don't try to make anybody luckier than anybody else. And I don't care what anybody says. That's the truth. Don't get me wrong. There is an element of luck to poker. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. There is an element of luck to the game. However, we flopped the flush draw here, but I'm not going to bet this. I'm just going to let anybody else do the betting if they want to do it. I hate... This is the second time that he's check raised, and I'm not exactly a fan of that. So I'm just kind of really hoping he doesn't have ace suited. I'd like to see the ace of clubs is what I'd like to see. A non-heart turn. Makes me believe he's got ace suited. Like ace 10 suited or something like that. Queen Jack. Wow. Queen Jack, and he's throwing in all that money. Because he was just trying to keep me off of the flush. Like I was doing previous hands, trying to keep people off of flushes. I would like to see Ingram not in this cash game anymore, because, man, he's been like a pain in my ass this whole game. But I'm getting 5-1 on my money. I'm already half in. See, this is what happens. Don't be afraid to throw away your big blinds, guys. Don't be afraid. I'm one of those guys that just hates to throw away his big blind. I'm just a stupid player like that. Alright, we got Queen 10 on the button. We're definitely going to call that. That's for sure. This is a button kind of hand. Alright, we've made top pair with a decent kicker. Ugh. Every time, guys. Every time. Raise and re-raise. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Maybe they'll fold. You fold too, Annie. Oh, she's got aces. God damn it. Oh, I hit a 10. No king. No king. Oh, come on. Two episodes of this in a row, it's done that to me? Oh, are you kidding? Man. I hope this isn't the way that this whole series goes, where I'm just going to get douched out of every goddamn thing. Oh, man. Alright, well, next week, next Sunday, what are we going to be playing here? We're going to be playing the $1,000 no limit, or pot limit world championship? No, that's a $5,000 buy-in. First place points, bubble place is 40. Number of players, 324. So this is going to be a slightly longer tournament. But hopefully, you know, with 324 players, $1,000 entry, which means it's probably something like 800 and 200. So there's going to be a decent prize pool. So it's probably going to be something roughly around 30,000 for the win. So, you know, that'll be nice. But again, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Kill that thumbs up button for me. I'd very much appreciate that. And let's talk poker in the comments, guys. You know, you want to know something? You have questions about way that I played a hand, or a question about what you should do about a hand? Leave them in the comments below. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you Sunday for week 2 with No Limit Hold'em.